I want to share with you my experience of attending a live recording of one of Dr. Jordan B. Peterson's lectures to be posted on his online school, the Peterson Academy. And I also have a question that I want you to answer, whether you drop it in the comments below at the end of the video or you simply ask it to yourself. If somebody gives you advice that truly helps you grow as a person, but they do not embody that same advice at times, does it make their guidance any less valuable? Hey guys, my name is Frank Latella, and about 4 to 5 years ago, I was feeling stuck in my personal life and in my business. So I decided to research some personal development, personal growth books so that I can learn a little bit more. And upon doing this, I came across a few books, one of which is called The 12 Rules for Life by a clinical psychologist and professor, Jordan B. Peterson. So before I bought the book, I wanted to do a little bit more research on him, didn't know who he was, went online, pulled up YouTube, and saw a bunch of his lectures that he recorded at the university and posted online. And just the way that he spoke, the way that he delivered his message in a straightforward way, I said, hey, this is what I'm looking for. So I got the book on Audible and I would listen to it on a morning walk. I would listen to it on the way to work. I would listen to it at my desk at work in between training clients. And it became something where as soon as that book was finished, I wanted a little bit more. I went back to YouTube and there are hundreds, if not by now, thousands of hours of his free content online. When I learned that one of the other reasons why he gained some notoriety was because he was a critic of the Canadian government providing protection for gender identity, essentially meaning he did not want to call his students by their chosen pronoun rather than male or female, he or she. And it wasn't just preference, they were going to make that a law, make it mandatory. And Jordan, being a professor at the University of Toronto, he's like, no, not going to do that. And the fact that he went against that and fought for what he believed in made me want to consume even more of his content. Because my online search history said nothing but Jordan Peterson, their social media team did a great job in targeting some ads in my direction. One of which was apply today to be in a live recording of a lecture to be placed on a platform coming in the future called the Peterson Academy. After applying, I made sure to check my email at least 3 times a day, just in case I didn't see the email come through the first time. And one day, confirmation email, congratulations, you were accepted. Let's move on to the next step. So in January 2023, I attended my first Peterson Academy lecture, but it was not taught by Dr. Jordan Peterson. It was taught by Greg Hurwitz and Andy Martin. They're two authors teaching a course on creative writing. Now I thought to myself, creative writing? I'm in the reality-based self-defense and firearm training industry. What does this have to do with it? But I said, I see it as twofold. It's a free event. Let me go down there, learn some things, because I can learn from anybody and everybody, even if it's just a couple things. But also I figured maybe I can talk to them and figure out a way to get accepted into the next one with Dr. Peterson. So the course with Greg and Andy turned out to be great. I did learn some good things. I even purchased Greg's book, The Last Orphan. So when I was there, I talked to Jordan Peterson's team, said, hey, I really want to attend one of his lectures. What do I have to do? They said, it's coming up. Keep your eyes on your email. and apply for that. And in the meantime, he is coming back to Florida to do a tour, the Beyond Order tour, and it was happening at the stadium where the Panthers hockey team plays. That being said, in March of 2023, I bought tickets to his event. It wasn't cheap, and went there, saw him speak. Great messages. The crowd, it was like he was a rock star. The crowd was on fire. And I chose not to purchase the meet and greet package, which was nearly 3 times the amount of the initial ticket. And it just honestly felt kind of fake. It's like, all right, I'm going to pay extra and get, I mean, it literally said something on the site, well, you get 20 seconds with him, because there's so many people. And it's just something that I didn't do, a bit disappointed in, but I had a great experience at that lecture. Finally, in November of 2023, I was accepted in to Jordan Peterson's lecture. When I arrived, parking was a bit tough, had to find some patch of grass to park on. We got there, security made sure that we were straight. We got in, Jordan Peterson was in another room, we didn't see him, signed in, and we were waiting. There was roughly 20 to 25 people there in the audience, and I made sure as soon as they gave us the okay to sit down to make a beeline right to the front row. And Jordan Peterson comes on stage. And when this happened, from watching his videos, oftentimes just a very cold look, but it's more of an intense stare than anything. And as he started speaking, I realized I was getting Harvard level education for free without the wokeness. Day 3 of recording has concluded. Jordan Peterson leaves the stage. His team informs us that he'll be back in a few minutes to do a quick meet and greet before his next stop, which I believe was in Orlando. Then, a few minutes later, they come back out and say, hey guys, sorry, he's on a tight schedule, he's got to go, but he will take a quick group photo. So, okay. Roughly 25 of us is lining up over here, and I'm waiting. I'm not exactly the tallest guy, so I was waiting for them to go so I can go into the front. When I look to my left and I see Jordan Peterson standing here with his security team, and I make a quick beeline towards them, give the security guys a little, hey, I'm not here to do anything wrong. They let me approach him. I shook his hand and just said, thank you for what you do. Not only did I get to inform him that his reach brought value to me, but I was able to get him to sign the Peterson Academy notebook. Now, the notebook itself is provided for the attendees to take notes on the lecture. And I grabbed a few of them because they had some extra. I'm probably one of the only people to have the Peterson Academy notebook signed without having to pay for it, like in one of those lectures at a big arena. It's not because I don't find value in things. It's that oftentimes if you pay to meet a person, it almost seems like a fake interaction. So the ability to just meet him and receive something like this, it was very good for me. I keep this signed notebook in my office as a daily reminder of goal setting and doing whatever it takes to get what you want to better your life. So back to my question that I asked in the beginning of this video. Somebody who gives you advice and might do something differently, does that mean just because the messenger didn't abide by it, is the message still good? So I've heard people call Dr. Peterson a hypocrite. I've heard someone say, well, he preaches mental resilience and living in order, but at one point he may have been addicted to prescription medication. And my response is, he's a human. He may have been, but he has overcome it. I've heard another critic say, well, there's a meme, there's a picture of Dr. Peterson on a Zoom call or some sort of video at his house where the background of the video seems to be unorganized, in disarray, which goes against rule number 6: set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Once again, nobody's perfect. Let me turn the camera off of me and see things that could be more organized. Thank you guys for watching until the end of this video. The content that I post on this channel is typically regarding reality-based self-defense, firearm training, Second Amendment news, and everything related. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Subscriptions are completely free. Just click on that subscribe button, click on the thumbs up, and of course, share this video with a friend.